Talking to my friend, baby. For real.
Who you talking?
Talking to you.
I went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
I got in my Diddy mode. I'm sorry. I started licking my lip. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash smash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the smash. Diddy.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. I heard about that though, but I ain't about to say that. But
What?
was I ain't about to say on my.
You and Diddy? You and Diddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Diddy.
You and Diddy what?
You and Diddy.
No.
They said he was.
The rumors surrounding Diddy have reached ridiculous proportions. The word on the street is that his rumored relationship with Young Miami was nothing more than a sham to hide his true connection with Saucy Santana. This information was heard through the grapevine. What a surprising turn this story took. Their relationship was anything but typical to begin with, but what came as a complete surprise was even more surprising. There have been rumors circulating for years that Diddy is a member of the DL Squad, but it is unknown whether or not these allegations are accurate. Together, let's investigate the situation in further depth to find out. It has lately come to our attention that Diddy has made a significant statement on social media, namely that he is now the proud father of 7 children. Do you really think that? He went on and on and on about how excited he was to be a father to his new baby. He tweeted, Mama Combs, Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, Delilah, Jesse, and myself all love you so much. God is the greatest. Young Miami did not have a child. That is the end of the narrative. First things first, let's put the record straight and get this out of the way. However, here's where things start to get interesting. The successful businesswoman has a fresh perspective on the dating scene. She asserts that she and Diddy are both single but are seeing each other at the same time. It must be difficult to understand, right? Well, she opened out about her viewpoint in an interview with 50 magazine, and it's very interesting. We are dating, we're single, but we're dating, she said at the time. People don't know what dating means. He's single, I'm single, but we're dating. That's what I mean when I say we go together. When we're together, we're together. We're having the time of our lives, but we're still single. When the public learned about what had happened, things quickly went from bad to worse, and boy, did the fans have a lot to say about it. Some people believe that Diddy only had a child with Saucy Santana to conceal the fact that he was in a relationship with her. They are basically asserting that Diddy's attempt to hide his songs was nothing more than an excuse. But that's not it. There's more to the story. Some people believe that Young Miami was actually Diddy's side piece the whole time. Yikes, talk about drama. And if that wasn't enough, there are rumors going around that Diddy is bisexual and that he had an affair with Saucy Santana behind their backs. When the rumors began to get out of hand, Diddy had already taken to Twitter to dispel them by stating that Young Miami was not his side chick. At YouMiami305 is not my side chick. Never has been, never will be. She's very important and special to me, and I don't play about my shoddy wop. I don't discuss things on the internet, and I will not start today. Whatever you say, Diddy, the truth is that your actions do not support the statements that you make. Now, to add to that, the word on the street is that Diddy's connection with Young Miami was merely a cover-up for his lustful exploits with Saucy. This is according to the rumor that has been circulating. And a follower relates that this was as plain as the nose on your face when you realize Diddy's affinity for men who dress up because he himself contacted 50 Cent to take him shopping. I have been said this when it came out that him and Kersha was dating. Just look at how Santana came up on the clothes and jewelry. We all know how Diddy loves to take men shopping for clothes. Remember how Diddy asked 50 Cent can he take him shopping? Plus, Diddy had to give Kersha that talk show so she can keep her mouth closed. Well, 50 had shed light on the situation by describing it as an annoying conversation that he had with Diddy back when Diddy was still a relative newcomer. But even putting that to the side, there have been a few odd headlines about Diddy, the majority of which have been from persons working within the sector. In the wake of the publication of bombshell footage by Jaguar Writes, it was reported that a friend of hers who had been working for Diddy at the time had witnessed him indulging in personal activity with Christopher Williams. This buddy was working for Diddy at the time. The former employee's life was forever changed as a result of the tragic event. Jaguar claims that her buddy was forced to leave the room since Diddy and Christopher Williams showed no sign of halting their personal relationship. This led to the friend feeling uncomfortable and deciding to exit the room. It's interesting to note that the fans aren't quite as horrified as one might anticipate them to be by these revelations. Wasn't Diddy's secret exposed years ago and multiple times since? How can anyone be shocked by this? It's just another chapter of his soap opera to me. The entertainment industry is twisted and without morals. Although the rumors that Sean Love Combs may add the pride flag to his brand are not new, his girlfriend, who is notorious for her homophobic beliefs, has recently made some eloquent comments regarding the topic. The City Girls rapper has been left feeling agitated as a result of the persistent questioning regarding the genuineness of their connection. She took out her anger on Twitter, where she called out people for being jealous and acting in a hostile manner. People really be jealous for real? I can never be no jealous ass bitch. According to the claims made by the American rapper, the reason why people are jealous of their relationship is because it is so successful. The pair openly acknowledges that they have a profound spiritual connection to one another and does not shy away from displaying this connection. Not only that, but the rapper pair was seen at the BET Awards having the time of their lives and laughing and smiling the whole time. Young Miami, in particular, displayed an extraordinary amount of zeal and happiness as she cheered on her partner after his crowning achievement. She even displayed for everyone to see a sign that said "Go, Pappy," even though she received a lot of criticism for doing so. On the other hand, the general public opinion of her appears to be unfavorable, as a significant number of individuals continue to be of the statement that her relationship with Diddy is nothing more than a sham designed to attract attention to themselves. The legitimacy of Young Miami's comments is being called into question by users of various internet platforms, despite the fact that she has repeatedly stated and confirmed her relationship with P. Diddy. People, in general, have the impression that the link between them is not as strong as it seems to be, and that Young Miami is only standing by Diddy for financial gain, that he is with him solely for the money, and that this is the reason why he is with him. Even Young Miami's closest pals are aware of the circumstances surrounding this situation. Now, everyone is aware that Diddy does not commit himself to a relationship, and it is also common knowledge that he has cheated on multiple occasions. During an interview with Young Miami, he was adamantly unwilling to acknowledge that he is already taken, and it would appear like Young Miami is not handling Diddy's extramarital affair very well at all. Many people have pressured Diddy to eventually come out of the closet and express himself, but he doesn't seem to want to do that. The speculations regarding Diddy's sexuality have been widely circulated for a long time, but he has chosen to ignore them. Instead, rumors are that he cheated on Young Miami, and her reply pretty much sums it up. Consequently, Young Miami has just recently gone to Twitter to voice her wish for a monogamous relationship. She has made it very clear that she has no intention of sharing her subsequent lover with anyone else. As a result, fans are left wondering who the lucky guy might be. In recent interviews, Young Miami has been refreshingly honest about her perspectives on romantic partnerships, admitting, for example, that she has no interest in getting married because she is paranoid that her future spouse will cheat on her. "I don't want to get married cause I feel like men are not faithful," she confessed on Instagram Live over the weekend. "I take everything personal. I will never forget. If my husband cheats on me, and that kill him." It would appear that she is taking aim at whoever it was that led her to believe so, specifically her most recent partner, also known as Diddy. Just keep in mind that while she has been playing her girlfriend's part, Diddy has been giving her a sizable allowance while she has been doing so. During that time, she was upset that Diddy cut her stipend from a staggering $1 million down to $200,000, so she made a threat to end their relationship. We can't fault her for being greedy because, after all, she did get her hands on some serious cash. That's not the end of it. Do you remember that tweet from Miami that got deleted immediately after it was posted because of the response it received? "If I ever see any gay shit in my son, and I beat that bow so bad." She continued to be unyielding in her stance, emphasizing the points she had previously made. During an interview with the host of The Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God, she stated, "I didn't tweet nothing about the LGBTQ community," she said. "I was just talking about my son. I just said that if I saw anything gay in my son, then I would beat him." Although she is an outspoken homophobe, Young Miami has chosen to maintain her relationship with a person who has been the subject of several allegations that they are gay. Because of this, a few of Diddy's admirers have begun to harbor the opinion that his turbulent relationship is merely a front to hide the fact that he is gay. However, she mentioned in an Instagram Live video that in order to keep the men around, we need to match their level of energy. So perhaps this is the reason why she has been putting up with Diddy's homosexual vibe all this time. But even though she is on good terms with Santana, she has no difficulty going to war with Gina Hine, who is Diddy's ex-girlfriend. Because at the time that Diddy was hosting the 22nd annual Billboard Music Awards, Gina tweeted a few images of herself with Diddy, one of which had Diddy giving her a peck on the cheek. Miami went crazy and attacked her on Instagram, calling her an attention whore. "Somebody please give this bitch some attention." Miami called Gina out for being clingy with her boyfriend because she wants to be famous in a rail of bickering posts. "Notice me please ass bitch, go sit down. We see you relax. It's okay. You've been around for years. You've been waiting for this moment. If he can't make you a famous bitch, I ain't." What do you mean? The pot is accusing the kettle of being black. Gina, however, admitted on a podcast that she was so head over heels for Diddy that she couldn't avoid being associated with him. "Sister, you're barking up the wrong tree. He just doesn't hear you." Whatever the case may be, Diddy's former bodyguard has spilled the beans about the rapper's homosexual activities. Keith D revealed to The Art of Dialogue that Puffy frequently partied in the gay subculture among the listers like Will Smith. These claims must be backed by some kind of extraordinary evidence for him to make them. Some fans have even gone as far as to suggest that Will and Diddy are an item. So, did y'all hear about the rumors that Diddy and Will Smith are either bi or gay? They have been having gay parties for the DL Hollywood stars, and they might be a couple. When two prominent public figures are both out in the closet, the likelihood that they are simply friends is low. Diddy's constant overprotection of Will only adds fuel to the flames. Last year, when Will made a mistake and smacked Chris Rock at the Oscars, Diddy was one of the first individuals there to defuse the situation. Is there more going on between the two of them than meets the eye? Jamie Foxx has also opened up about his time at one of Diddy's secret events. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's tumultuous marriage has long been the subject of speculation and suspicions regarding the supposed involvement of rapper Young Miami with music mogul Diddy. Some speculate that Will's hesitation to end his unhappy marriage is because he and his partner are using it to hide the fact that he is gay. Their marriage is under intense public scrutiny, and they appear to have accepted that they are a public hot mess. Will and his wife, Jada Pinkett, are also embroiled in this scandal. Allegedly, the pair have been using their home as a base for their mentorship programs, which involve forcing young children to leave the house without clothes. Jaguar Wright claims that the couple is secretly bisexual and that they engage in abusive behavior toward minors in private. During the conversation, Jaguar speculated that the couple's son and daughter had been damaged after seeing upsetting incidents. She theorizes that the parents' secret bisexuality and behind closed doors sexual abuse of youngsters influenced their son's choice to run away at 16. Furthermore, the transgender activist has revealed that Diddy has used transgender prostitutes for a long time. It's safe to assume that Diddy has been secretly satisfying his taste for a long time. However, it should be noted that Diddy has a number of industry boy toys at his disposal. During an interview with The Breakfast Club, one of them, YK Osiris, made a passing reference to the allegations. Well, the supporters think that his body language validated everything for him even though he did not directly confess. His facial reaction and body language confirmed it. It is so true he literally feels it under his skin and is uneasy. Feeling like being cornered? He almost walked out. Jumpy guilty, he can't even look them in the eye, and his hands are all over. I don't know what to do, pretending to be busy like it has nothing to do with the conversation. I don't want to be any part of it. Also, remember that Diddy isn't the only gay man working in hip-hop. Danny Boy, who recently came out, openly admits that he had shady dealings with so-called straight people in the past. He clarified that he will not reveal anyone's sexual orientation, but that he has had enough of the hostility toward homosexual people from those who are mostly closeted themselves. Remember that time Diddy got so tipsy at Fabulous' birthday party that he began calling him daddy in a seductive whisper? Well, he was questioned by Breakfast Club about his drinking habits, and he claimed he had never seen the film. This wasn't the first time Diddy had displayed such behavior. The apparently inebriated rapper shared a bed with Usher, he said in a live stream with Kevin Hart. It was his words, "That's my brother right here. From day one, we used to wake up and, damn, pause. But, check this out. You know what I'm saying? This is my brother, for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes. Because he used to always get up earlier than me, and now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And I love him." Kim Porter also allegedly made the admissions while under the influence of alcohol. It was also stated by Kim that Usher's mother confronted P. Diddy about sleeping with Usher when he was only 14. There is actually a clip of the two at a party being hosted by Kevin Hart when P. Diddy slipped up and mentioned how he and Usher used to be in bed together. Kim Porter's ex-stylist is rumored to be writing a tell-all book. An example of a current fan theory on this topic is provided below. This was an open secret. You know, when you have that weird uncle that only shows up at Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. Everyone knows he's gay, but he doesn't know that everyone knows. So, he carries on putting on a front. He says things like still waiting to meet that special girl, when we all know it's never going to happen. As an aside, if you are writing a book, don't tell anyone until it is written, copyrighted, and published. Then go somewhere and hide out. Perhaps this is why alcoholic beverages are sometimes referred to as the honest juice. They have a way of bringing to the surface any hidden emotions or thoughts. Rick Ross appears to have insider knowledge of the music business, as he publicly stated that the LGBTQ population is welcome in hip-hop. It's plausible that Rick wished to avoid angering the mob boss, so he said that to avoid offending him. But that's not all Kim has revealed about Diddy's private life. An anonymous source recently contacted Tough News TV with some shocking information. According to the information provided, Kim Porter filmed private moments between Diddy and his late mentor. After gathering this potentially game-changing proof, she kept it to herself, perhaps until the moment was right. She was able to watch the two men's steamy encounters unfold in real time. Naturally, the explosive proof rendered her irrelevant to Diddy's business model. But what gave her the idea that Andre and Diddy were an item? Okay, so let's start with how this mess got started. Everybody knows Kim has been hard at work on a tell-all book that will shed light on many previously hidden details. Since Kim and Andre had previously been friends, she contacted him to revisit old times. She had lunch and dinner with Andre to discuss the past, but he divulged certain information that made her uncomfortable. She was, to say the least, unsettled, so she threw in a trick question. She probed Andre into the speculation around his rumored romance with Diddy. At this time, Kim was already certain of the truth, but she was curious to see Andre's reaction to gauge how much she could believe his word. Andre, however, fell for the trap and has since denied all allegations, maintaining that their relationship was only business-related. Maybe he had some inkling that things were going to go from bad to worse for him, and so he played it safe. Furthermore, he had no interest in being revealed in Kim's tell-all book. Kim's suspicions about Andre's reliability were only confirmed by this, prompting her to seek out the famed video footage for herself. All of these revelations have only surfaced very recently, but someone has already outpaced Diddy on the gator. Wendy Williams recently let it all out to Vlad, insisting that her allegations against him are true. Hip-hop wearing skirts or hip-hop being closeted and having a plethora of kids to prove manhood and that, and denial of something that you shouldn't have to deny. There were many situations back in the day in my career, and it's all coming full circle now. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.